Hello everyone, welcome to Flow with Shenae. This is your core and lower body focused class today. Let's start in a 4-point kneel position on your mat. Shoulders come forward over your wrists, knees are directly underneath your hips. Inhale as you take your gaze forward and drop your belly. Exhale as you round through your spine, pressing away from the mat. Inhale, arching through. As you exhale, really round through the spine, allow your head to drop as you look to your pelvis. Take this moment to connect to your breath and just notice how your body is feeling today. We'll do 2 more cat stretches. Really rounding through your upper back as you press away from the mat. Last one here. Settling into a neutral spine position now. From here we take our left hand to our head, our elbow is wide. Inhale as you open in a rotation, elbow goes up to the ceiling, and then as you exhale you're going to close it in, bring your elbow down to the opposite wrist. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, close it in. Inhale to open back up. Exhale as you close it back in. Really pressing away from the mat with your right arm. Last one like this. And now let's open and stay. You reach your left arm to the ceiling. Take your gaze with your thumb and then close it on in. Drop your shoulder down to the mat this time. Press yourself back up into a 4-point kneel. Let's repeat that on the other side. Bringing your right hand to the head. Inhale, take the elbow up to the ceiling, open rotation. And then exhale as you close it in, tapping the opposite wrist. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. As you inhale, take all the air in to help rotate you a little more, keeping your hips facing down to your mat. Last one. Let's open and stay. Then reach your right arm up to the ceiling, gaze up to your thumb, and then thread all the way under and through, dropping the shoulder down. We'll press ourselves back up into our 4-point kneel position and step back into a high plank. Send your hips up into a downward facing dog. Lift your heels and start to ripple forward back into your high plank position. Sending the hips up, downward facing dog. Let's go again. Rising up, rippling forward, articulate your spine and send the hips back up. Really rolling out one vertebra at a time, rippling forward. Let's just do one more like this. Holding your plank now, let's turn your toes to the left, heels to the right, bending the knees in and then shooting back forward. Inhale, bend the knees, exhale, shooting forward. Feeling the right side of your waist really light up here. We want to feel those obliques switch on. Keep sliding your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Keep flowing and moving with your breath here. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one here. Let's come forward and stay. Hold your plank. Let's now open our left arm up to the ceiling, pivot into our side plank. Inhale to dip your hips, exhale as you lift them back up. You have 6, 5, you can do it, 4, 3, last 2, Last one, lift and then gently place the bottom knee down to the mat. And then bring your hand to your head. We lift our left leg up and then tap it back down. Lift and lower. Wrapping and squeezing into our left glute. Sliding your ribs down the front of your body, so really connecting through your core. Pressing out of your right shoulder. Let's begin to add on. You lower your left leg, you bring your bottom right knee into the top elbow and then gently place it down. Lift the left leg, lower, then crunch it in. Keep it controlled. Really stabilize through your right shoulder and your core. Exhale to pull your knee in towards your elbow. You can do it. Let's go for 4. 3 more. Last 2. Final one here. Let's lift your left leg up, reach your left arm to the ceiling, pulse your left leg up. You can take your gaze to your hand, really squeezing through your top glute. You can do it. You're pulsing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then gently place your left foot down, reach the arm overhead, take a nice side stretch. Let's circle that hand back down to your mat now and pivot yourself to face your mat once again. You fold your left leg in, we tap the knee to the mat and then kick it back up to the ceiling. Doing our donkey kick here, making sure you didn't sink into your right hip. Aim to keep your hips square to your mat. Tighten through your waist, draw your navel in towards your spine. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Keep pressing out of your shoulders. We're beginning to add in a pulse now. So on your next one, you pulse and then tap back down. 1 pulse at the top. Then tap down, really wrapping and squeezing into our glute. I want you to think about where your glute and hamstring meet here. Squeeze into that crease. 3, 2. On your next one, continuous pulses up. Lifting through your glute. Now, if you want more of a challenge, you can bring your right hand to the small of your back. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your hand to the mat, straighten your left leg out, and we start a rainbow with that back left leg now. So you're bringing it over to one side of your mat and then lifting it up and over to the other. Really wrapping and squeezing through your glute as you lift up and over. Aim to keep your hips square to your mat. Pulling your ribs in and away from your t-shirt or your crop. So really focus on tightening through your waistband as we work into your glute. 5, 4, 3, 4, 2. On your last one, bring it through center and we're pulsing up to the ceiling. Lift, lift. Again, more of a challenge is to shoot your right arm out long and we pulse up with both the arm and leg. 8, 7, 6, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the right hand down. Now bend the left knee in and plant your left foot forward outside of your wrist. Stabilize there. Bring your hands up to your hips. Tuck your back toes. We lift ourselves all the way up, going into a lunge set. We're bending the back knee down and then lifting back up. 90-90 lunge here, so you're bending through both knees, making sure your front left knee tracks over the middle toes. Our hips are square to the top end of our mat. Inhale down, exhale, drive through the heel to lift up. Lower down and hold, arms come by our sides. This time we're going to shoot forward, extend the back legs straight, and then fold back into the 90-90 lunge. We are keeping our front knee bent the entire time. We just hinge forward and then fold your back knee, just bending into the back leg now. Really reach your arms forward, hinging forward. Again, maintain your knee alignment. Left knee should be tracking over your middle toes. In 3, 2. Now on your next one, go forward and hold. You're going to tap your back foot in and out, then bend the back knee and shoot forward. Let's go. We tap the back foot in, arms come down. Step back out, then bend the back knee and reach forward. Tap in, out, 90-90 lunge, reach forward. Really feeling our left glutes start to fire here. Drilling our left heel heavy down into the mat. You can do it. Next time, step back, hold your long lunge position. Hands come to your head, elbows wide. We're going to twist into the left leg, come through center. So we twist to face that thigh and then come through center. Still aiming to keep your hips square to the top end of the mat. Your front left knee is bent, back leg is straight. 3, 4, 2. Last one. Come through center, hold, bend the back knee, reach your arms to the ceiling, and we're pulsing down. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Come on up to standing. Let's turn ourselves around. Inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling, and then exhale, forward fold all the way down. Hands to the mat. Take a little moment here to give your head a little shake, a little nod. You might sway from side to side. Feel that nice release down the back body. And then we'll start to walk our hands forward, coming into a downward facing dog. Choosing to either drop both heels or pedal them out. Do what feels good for your body at this stage. You may choose to stretch out that left side a little more, as we've just worked it nice and hard. From here, rising up onto your tippy toes, unraveling through your spine into high plank. Let's turn your toes to face to the right, heels to the left. We bend the knees in and then shoot forward. Repeating on the other side now, working into our left obliques, singeing in through our waist. Inhale as you bend your knees, exhale as you come forward. Shoulders back and down. Last 3, 2. Now on your next one, let's go forward and hold. We open to our side plank. Reach your right arm up. Inhale, drop the hips, and then exhale to lift them. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rainbow the body, really pressing away from your mat. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold. Gently place your bottom knee down. Hand to your head. Lift your right leg up. Gently tap it back down. So here we're working into our glute once again. Really tighten through your waist. I want you to actively press away from the mat with your left arm. Slide the ribs down the front of your body. You have 3 more before we add on. In 2. Last one, let's go. Foot goes down. We bring the bottom knee to the top elbow. Lower it down. Lift the right leg and lower. Right elbow to left knee. Then lift the leg and lower. Move with your breath. Crunching it in, really stabilizing into your left shoulder. I know this one gets super tricky. Push through. You've just got a few more like this. Last 2. On this last one, lift the right leg up, extend your right arm to the ceiling, and we pulse our right leg up, lifting through the glutes. Taking your gaze up towards your right hand. Keep squeezing up through your glute. Can you lift it an inch higher? You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring the foot down to the mat. Reach your right arm up and over. Stretch out through the side body. Then circle that arm back and around down to your mat. Pivot yourself to face your mat again. Bend the knee in. We go into our donkey kick. Drilling the heel up to the ceiling, then tapping the knee down to the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Making sure you didn't sink into your left hip, keeping your hips square to the mat. Drawing your navel in, again, really tighten through your waistband and press out of your shoulders. Let's begin to add our pulse in. 1 pulse at the top and then tap it back down. Pulse and tap. Really squeezing into your glute. Lift through the glute. Again, think about where your hamstring and your glute meet. You have 2 more. And now last one, keep lifting and we just go for continuous pulses up. If you want that extra challenge, you can bring your left hand to the small of your back. Opposite hand lifts up and we keep pulsing. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then place your hand back down to the mat. Extend your right leg long and we rainbow that leg now. Lifting it up and over to one side of the mat and then rainbow it to the other side. Again, we try to keep our hips nice and square to the mat. Aiming to make that rainbow movement as big as we can while keeping our abs in tight. 5 to go. 4, 3. Last 2. 1 more. Let's now bring it through center and pulse the leg up towards the ceiling. This may feel like enough, or again, let's reach the opposite arm forward and pulse up with both limbs. You have 6. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hand to the mat. Let's bring our right foot forward now on the outside of your wrist, ready for lunges. Hands up to your hips, tuck your back toes under. Let's lift up. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Bending both knees, 90-90 lunge. Making sure your front right knee tracks over second and third toe. Don't let the knees start to collapse in. Really drill your heel and big toe down into the mat. Aiming to get your back knee as low as you can to begin here. On your next one, lower down and stay. Arms come by our sides. We reach forward and you extend the back leg only now. Folding in, then lengthen. Keeping your front knee bent. Really firing into our right glute. Two more before we start to add on. On your next one, hinge forward, stay, tap the back foot in, out, and then bend the back knee. Hinge forward, hold. As you tap the foot in, arms come down, arms reach out, fold the back knee, lengthen, tap it in and out. Push through that deep burn through your glutes. You can do it. 3, 2. Last one, hold your high lunge, hands to your head. Let's add rotation towards your right thigh, then come through center. It's just above our hips here, so our hips don't come with us. Exhale as you rotate, inhale through center. 3, for 2. Last one, come through center, bend your back knee and reach your arms up. We are pulsing down, getting deep into our 90-90 lunge. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping forward. Really well done, guys. Shake it out. Let's turn ourselves around. Taking that deep breath in, reach your arms up. And then exhale, forward fold over the thighs. Bring your hands down to the mat. Let's start to walk our hands forward, coming into your downward facing dog. And when you get there, we'll pedal out through the heels once again, feeling that beautiful release through the back body. You may choose to stretch out that right side a little more, as we did just work it nice and hard. And now let's begin to ripple forward into our high plank position. We're going to lift our right knee and bring it over and across to the left elbow, and then step it back. Alternating the legs, so you're bringing it over and across the body, really firing into your obliques. Let's go for one more here. Stepping back into high plank now. Let's step our right foot in, then left foot in to come into bear pose. Stepping right foot back, left foot back into plank. Now right knee comes over and across to the opposite elbow. Left knee comes over and across, and then we go for the bear again. Stepping left foot in this time, right foot in, left foot back, right foot back. Add in your crossover climber, one on each side. Stepping right foot in, right foot back, left foot back. Take your climber, one on each side. One more round here. Left foot in, right foot in. Left foot back, right foot back. One climber on each side. And then send your hips up, downward facing dog. Well done, guys. Take a little break. I know downward facing dog is quite an active break. So let's come down into a child's pose to have more of a rest here. You'll bring your right hand over and across to your left hand and just stretch out down the side. Take one long deep breath here. And now let's switch it to the other side. So bring your left hand over and across on top of the right. One long deep breath. Unstack your hands. And now we're coming into a seated position. Sitting up tall, feet are hip width apart, knees bent. Take hold of your legs. Grow tall, puff your chest as you inhale. As you exhale, round through your spine, scoop your belly. And then inhale, unravel and lengthen. Exhale, draw your navel in towards your spine, come into our C curve. And then grow tall, lengthen the spine. Just one more like this. And on your next one, roll down and hold, taking your right hand up and overhead, then place it down to your thigh, and then reach the left arm up and overhead. Right arm reaches up, place it down, then left arm up. Keep really drawing your navel in here. Scoop your belly. Abs are in tight. Sliding your ribs down the front of your body. Now let's lift both hands out in front and continue the movement. Rather than holding the legs, just keep reaching them out. You can do it. 2 more like this. And now on your next one, start to do a double arm reach. Reaching both arms up and down. If single arm felt better for you, stay there. No, don't say that. Last 3, 2, 1. Take hold of the legs once again. Let's roll up. Inhale, lengthen and puff your chest. And then exhale, roll all the way down. Keep your head and shoulders lifted. Hands support your head. You find that hip to rib connection, so tuck your ribs in. Lift an inch higher. And then lower all the way down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Now on our next one, lifting one leg to tabletop and placing it back down as we lower the head. Alternating our legs. Exhale to come up. Inhale, gently place the foot back down to your mat. Really focusing on that deep abdominal connection, so sliding the rib cage down towards your hip bones and pulling your belly in tight. Adding in rotation now. Bringing your underarm over and across to the opposite knee and then coming back through center lower. Alternating the legs once again. Aiming to keep your pelvis still. Try not to let your hips rock and really focus on underarm rather than elbow coming over and across. Last 3. 2. On your last one, come through center. Both legs come to tabletop as you lift. Both feet tap down to the mat as you lower. Lift and then gently lower them down. Making sure you don't overarch in your lower back here. You want to keep flattening your lower back down into the mat. For 2. Last one, lift and stay. Right leg extends out long. You're going to hug your left knee in towards you. And then switch. Switch. As you pull the knee in towards your chest, can you lift up an inch higher, really scooping your abdominals in. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now hug both knees in. Let's extend both legs out long. Reach your arms back and then circle them back and around. Hug your knees in. Lengthen the body and then pull the knees back in. Work on really lifting your chest up towards the ceiling, scooping the belly in, again, not letting your lower back lift off the mat. Just one more here. Let's hug the knees in, bring the legs into tabletop and arms by your sides as we pulse your arms like you're splashing little puddles next to you. If you want more of a challenge, can you extend your legs out long? Breathing through it. You're almost there. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in and just rest on down. Massage your back in towards the mat. Let's take our arms out wide and let your knees collapse over to the right as you look to the left, pressing your left shoulder heavy down in towards the mat. Feeling a nice rotation stretch here. Let's bring our knees back through center and take it to the other side now. So knees go to the left, look to the right, press your right shoulder down. And now let's bring your knees back through center. You can gently massage your lower back again into the mat. And we're going to now bring our right foot over your left knee. Hugging our left thigh in towards us, let's roll up and feel as though you're trying to get your forehead to come to your ankle. Feeling a nice stretch through the right hip and glute. We'll release that side and let's place now our left foot over your right thigh. Hug your right thigh in. Pulling the leg in towards you. Feel that beautiful release through the left hip and glute. Let's unravel the legs. You can hold on to one leg to help lift you up. Coming up to a standing position on our mat to finish today. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, let's roll on down. As you roll all the way down to your mat, just allow yourself to take this moment to hang heavy. A really nice way to decompress through your spine. Give your head a little shake and a little nod. And now let's start to stack our spine bone by bone. Unravel all the way up. Reach to the ceiling, interlock your fingers. Press the palms up to the ceiling and let's just take a side stretch over to the left. Feeling the release down the right side of your body. Come back through center and take it to the other side. And then reach back up, open the arms. We are all done today. Thank you so much for joining me.